don't have.
You don't have
Welcome
butter.
to African. I have. Welcome to African Creator Summit 2024. You can see the flags. Me too, African Creator.
To build our nation where peace and justice shall reign.
First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. I haven't seen a lot of people in a long time. Thank you for coming. Thank you for attending the African Creators Summit. This is the first edition and it's here to stay, right? We're starting here with 1,000 people and we will expand into 10,000 people and more by the grace of God.
Amen.
Right? We plan to move this beyond Lagos, beyond Nigeria, and expand into other African countries. And please, I want to ensure we're all part of this. I can't do it alone, right? We need to do it together. I need everybody to participate. I need everybody to play their own role. I need everybody to contribute. And I'm sure 100% we will do big.
Today's summit for this very generous invitation, and quite strange, why is this random white woman on stage as the keynote speaker? So my name is Marie, not Maria, Laura Mungai, and I am the founder and CEO of Restless Global. It is an advisory firm that is specialized in investing and financing the creative and sports sectors across the continent. But before that, I was actually a creative entrepreneur for many years, running a production company in Kenya, running a video. So, videos like this one, at the time, I'm sure you might remember these people, they used to be around. These videos generated millions of views and were widely shared and pirated, you know the drill, all over the place. Unfortunately, my team and I at the time were no career out of being a creator in this market. Creators must take charge. The new creator entrepreneur can transform his or her audience into an empire if they own their communities, they connect directly with their fans, and they diversify their revenue streams. So I'm sure we'll talk about all of this over the course of today. As long as you can own your own audience, there are many businesses that can be built on top of it. Digital, physical products, events, venues, consumer brands. So, for example, American superstar creator Mr. Beast famously launched a burger brand, for example. But here's another idea for you. We are in Lagos, the capital of Nollywood, the second largest film industry in the entire world in terms of volume. A couple days ago, I was having dinner with some friends here who are prominent Nollywood industry players. And they were amazed by the stories I was telling them about the successes that some of you are having and the kind of audiences that you have. You and them are operating side by side in the city, and yet the world of digital content and the world of cinema do not know each other. There is a massive opportunity for content creators to enter the film and television industry, to utilize their talents beyond social media and brand partnerships, and to bring along their loyal followers. What about web or TV series, movies, reality TV? Your talent for storytelling and entertainment is certainly transferable, and Nollywood is open for collaboration. So I will leave you here. There is very little security in depending solely on global platforms. You can't control the strategic decisions and you can't control the algorithm. But the good news is that there is an entire world outside of social media and you all can also be successful in it. Thank you very much.
Our second way to have amazing conversations with them, right? Please tell your neighbor, don't distract me.
Don't distract me.
Because we're not calling a coffee Zobo cup. We are here to learn, unlearn, and relearn a lot of things. So are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Go.
So if I together, I want to ask one person, this particular session, what is the topic?
If I want to tell you my story, it will take too long, so I'm looking for how to abbreviate, how to punctuate, and just quickly. I started off on the radio, but it got to a point in my life where I knew the radio was not going to cut it for me. I loved the radio, but too much politics had started coming in, and the money had reduced. And I started going into content creation. My fields have always been automobiles and religion, because I studied scripture in original languages, studied Old Testament in Hebrew and Aramaic, New Testament in Latin and Greek. So I knew them and I felt, okay, let me create content out of what I know.
Babalawo, enough peak. As I notice, they like my family 2 seconds. In case you go, yeah, don't set red light. Oh, yeah, Stella, mommy, I want to see. Stand up! Oh, yeah, let's shoot kids. Because I'm waiting Facebook, waiting, like. After everything, we'll buy pizza from now. You know, everything for this life now, head pan. You study, not be just to the job like okay, they put out everything, you study. When you put out first, you wash. Your sunshine, you walk a bit, not walk. You try another one. Last, you go peak. So thank you very much, Daddy. That was very impactful. Thank you so much for that.
I'm not saying
Please do what we asking questions.
but please, where's the camera? I want the camera to capture me as I'm interacting with her. So when you become the next president now, I'll post a picture. Say, yeah, you know, when she started, she was very dedicated. You know, she was at the greater summit. She knew what she wanted. She went for it. I was there and testified to it. So yes, and this is the point where I take the very first question. Who has the question?
People get question when they drink by drink for night. Jamin.
My focus on business as a program of national inclusion. So I'm one of the beneficiaries for the Locust Warriors. So who do we walk up to? How can you help us segment? This is health.
Perfect. Your body has got me screaming. Another banger. You got me totally knocked out. I see fireworks in your eyes, girl. Make the stars jealous.
It's not Valentine's
See, I don't do this normally. I don't like other guys. I understand your fear. I understand your fear, but from mainland to I now that you don't come all the way here just to cook. When you look at me, you can tell I'm catching feelings way too much to start catching cruise with you, baby girl. I can't even lie, you leave me breathless.
senseless too, it seems.
That's just so mean.
You're just not on my level. I've seen geniuses and jokers and frankly, you're more of the latter.
It doesn't matter. Baby girl, there's enough magic here to make our love story extraordinary. You see, I'll gladly ditch the elevator for your stairs. And come to think of it, the way your serving looks,
you must be good with spooning. I'm stuck on your Ferris wheel, girl, my head is spinning. Love doesn't care. Look at me, I'm packed to the garage attention with my pink of lights. I dragged my talent out of the shadows just to audition for your smile. Here we go again. Trying to win a girl's heart with a bruised ego and a couple of weak punchlines. You know we'll learn. Hi!
Hello?
I'm sorry for the intrusion, but I had to step in. When the way the toasting was going, it's obvious we were on the verge of having another burnt bread.
Exactly. Who exactly are you?
Someone I'm trying to get. It doesn't matter. Forget about him. There are 1 million and one things we can talk about. It doesn't want to have an alter ego up in the direction of things. And since there are 1 million and one things we can talk about, are you going to tell her? Tell her what? That your name is Paruludu, a struggling artist. Now the last girl saw shaking before she left you. Drank so much Gary she almost went blind. And the only reason you're paying her so much attention now is because you're too broke to pay anymore. Tell her that. Will you stop it already? You know I hate it when you do this. Do what? Once I did the laundry outside, rub honesty on my face like a bad makeup, put out the layers of insecurities buried beneath your ego.
Okay, stop. I don't know what these guys are doing, but I want no back.
I'm sorry, beautiful. Pardon my manners. He does this all the time. You just give it up already. Not until you wake up. There's a vast field of opportunities out there, but what did you do? Walked away from everything into the cozy arms of frivolity. If you keep spending your energy on the wrong things, your soul will go back. What would you have me do? For all my effort, what did I get? A pro content creator rich in exposure, a couple of thousand followers on IG, and I'm able to ashamed to follow myself. This is our reality, a system without structure. All you can do is pray you blow up, and then at the end someone doesn't take advantage of you, because you soon realize that for all your brilliance, you are just another stepping stone. You're going to give up because it's difficult to find a way, but you're so dogged when it comes to toasting, eh? Oh, please don't reply to this. It's just so fascinating how easy we let go. If you do not believe in yourself, then every other thing is pointless. The world is a jungle. The struggling content creators like yourself are stuck in between the divide. To let go of this smuggling idea or to push forward, I know. But you must never forget that this gift is how you find yourself. It is how you create your own happiness. And if you persist, it is how you change your world.
What exactly did I witness?
I'm sorry, it's just a glimpse of all the battles I have to fight just to be man enough for you, my love.
Keep fighting, eh?
Baby girl, just one more point.
What brand you build depends on how far you're gonna go. There's another thing I tell people. I tell people that you see, the content you create, it's not just Nigerians that have access to this content. Social media has made the world a global village. So anyone all over the world, Barack Obama can stumble on your page. A Beyonce can stumble on your page. So how are you not just creating the content, but how are you packaging your content? It's so important. What does the aesthetics on your page look like? How are you arranging? Because the people who consume your content, they're not just consuming content from Nigeria. They're consuming content from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Kazakhstan, from Russia, from America. So what you put there and how you handle yourself is very important. I tell people that aside from your content, when I meet you, what's the experience? When brands come across you, what's the experience? Even if the content you're creating makes you look like a crazy person, because you have to attract people with whatever it is that you're good at. Even if you have to dress in a crazy way to make people laugh or to attract that, your tribe. When I see you outside social media,
What am I seeing? What's the perception? What's the branding? What do you look like? Do you look neat? Do you speak well? Do you sound nice? Do you understand? Are you a wholesome brand? Do you know something about everything and everything about something? So, I mean, the branding part is so important. I keep telling people, however you brand yourself, however you package yourself will attract more money to you. I hope I've been able to, in a nutshell.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sorry, and also,
Yeah, go ahead.
there are different people that you can, if someone is, if a brand is sort of like a local brand, you can't make that brand a posh brand. Do you understand? For instance, I have like about 6 people I handle. Under my management, my PR and management company. I have Yabojo, I have Shegs, I have Prissy, I have I used to handle Faith Murray, and I have what's it called? Dr. Rommel. I cannot make Shegs Yabojo, and I cannot make Yabo. I cannot package Yabojo the way I'm branding and packaging Shegs, and I cannot package Shegs the way I'm packaging Yabo. So you've got to be true to yourself. But aside from that, what's the perception of your brand? Do you understand? It's very important how you brand, how you package, and also media relations. What are we saying about you? We have to constantly say that story about you. And people say that you're as good as your last trend. Do you understand? So you've got to be consistent with that story we're telling about you, and it has to be true to you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Thanks a lot. And I think want to add to that.
You will be kind.
I see. Oh, Frizo, freeze! You like trouble. Any small thing will happen for Nigeria. If person soup bomb, ring light, you will begin to see like this. We are going to discuss the Tinubu soup that got burnt. Anyway, we're here this afternoon for the African Creators Summit. Basically, can we put our hands together for Apollo? Put our hands together for Apollo. Put our hands together for Apollo. Apollo is the reason why most of us are making thousands of dollars every month. Please put your hands together for him. He's the reason why we make money. And stuff, Apollo don't know where to put me. He puts me in the part of finance as an able man that I is. You get the point now. So we're going to discuss finance, and I hope that most of you, I know most of you, you came from I know some people that came from Abuja and different parts of Nigeria. We're going to learn about finances and how to make things work for you as a content creator. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, for coming. Thank you. My sister, how are you? Go on, Onyocha, how are you?
Baby, stand up, move on, a new girl is coming, and your presence is stunning.
Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend? Me and family. Where's your boyfriend? Yes, yes, baby. Oh my. Help me now.
They just are lifestyle choices. And that brings me to the issue of wellness. I'm not here to discuss about your health. I'm here to discuss with you about wellness. Wellness is a continuous journey. It involves those little components, those little things you do every day that can either make you worse as time passes or make you better even as you get older. Now, you can imagine what we've been discussing all day. They brought a lawyer in, they brought an accountant, they spoke about investment, marketing team, talent, it's so much. to take in. It's a lot of pressure, and when you get into that space, you know, you need to also continue. There's a pressure for you to continue to create, to be relevant. That puts a whole lot of pressure on you, whether you are young or you are old, and you start having these things that we see in elderly people. So what can we do to be preventative? Not when they are sick, that's when we go to the hospital. I'm sure because we are all young here, most of us have not even had routine checkups in the past 2 years, 3 years.
Since they were born. By training, but I spent 7 years in media. So I was head of content for MTV in Lagos, SA. And I used to work with artists like The Bunch and Farts, because we did the TV shows for them. And in my season in MTV, there was no Instagram, no Spotify, it was Alaba. No Spotify. There was, YouTube was not even that strong. There was no Monitor Watts. And for the past 10 years, I've worked with the movie, the music industry, back end, and I've learned 2 things. Number 1, most creatives give their brokenness as content. They give it because the brokenness connects people. It's relatable, but the danger of that is that at some point you might give yourself away. That's the first thing. The second thing I've learned in my 10, 11 years working across industries is that there was The Bunch, there was Two-Face, there is Burna Boy and Whiskey Girl. Next year there might be somebody else. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. So I've learned to just see the industry. I remember 2 years ago I was at an event and a big artist, superstar in my 7 years ago time was asked to open for a young artist. And I saw the weight of his face. But that is what? That's life. So a few things. Number 1, you must have perspective. Have perspective. Teach yourself that even Michael Jackson died and moved on. Have perspective, number 1. Number 2, understand what I call emotional hopelessness. It's a thing you learn. You exercise your mind. You have to learn how to stretch your mind. First of all, I like what she said today, kicking. Sometimes the algorithm is not, can you fight algorithm? You can't do the against algorithm. So you must have emotional robustness, that's the second thing. And the third thing I've learned I've seen creatives do over and over again, they don't understand what trauma is. Trauma are the bad things that happen to you, but guess what? The good things that will happen for you. Same again. Trauma is the bad things that happen to you. It's abuse. But all the good things you dreamt of that will happen to you is trauma. And most of us don't address our traumas. So when your big break happens, usually you don't even recognize it. Because it looks like what? One of your bad or good times that will happen to you. So as creatives, so I'm a doctor, but I read, so my parents thought I was mad. That you read medicine and working in MTV and babbling, punk, but now I understand how the mind works and our lives work. So please deal with your traumas. Most of, I get DMs every week on suicide from big creatives, top creatives, those that don't have money, actors, old Nollywood, I get DMs from them. And the reason why is because their traumas have clouded what the meaning of life is. Life cannot be about always creating. Life can't be always about shining. Life is the life. Life is the seasons. So you can't always be on top. Even Christ Jesus had only 3 years and he left. So we must teach ourselves trauma management. perspective, and emotional robustness. Be strong.
Thank you. I think this is all for a round of applause.
I love what you said. Nigeria now, express as your own risk. Can't even spend so much time on the express. And I've been looking for water. Doctor, it's when I get home. That's why I'm thinking. It's until I get home.
You know, I've witnessed somebody use he did number 2.
Somebody knows Lasisi.
He did number 2. There was no water.
Lasisi, don't true.
There was no man talk now. Be like you. That's what. There was no water, there was no tissue. And the person had in mind to use the wall. And wait, you know the most painful part? It's not just ordinary wall. It's a wall that has tiles. You don't know the painful part.
That's not even painful.
This thing I'm telling you. Look at me.
Yes.
This is me.
Yes.
This is
That's your level.
my bumble. If somebody wanted to do that kind of thing, where are they supposed to do it? They do it.
Yes.
Kiki, the level of this thing was not here. Kiki, the level of this thing was on this part of the wall. So my question is, if the person drag a chair, climb it. Let's ask question and go. Let's remember, no, it's fine. Let's just ask the question, let's go.
Excuse me. Why is your chair facing like this?
All these people, they are used to be a panel life. You can't do that, don't drag chairs. Sit down. Which kind of can you people show this guy on the camera? Is this decent? All this wobbly lifestyle, but I really get talk, event like this, drag chairs. Sit down, just see you, family man, you married man of 4 children. See you. How do you feel? No, tell us about yourself.
You know the ask my boss, which character can I get for that on YouTube? I mean, if it's $400 per month, maybe it's a day something. It's alright then. So I picked. Why you guys greeting me? Hi, how are you guys?